Pyramus and Thisbe weren't always star-crossed lovers. As children, their laughter echoed through the shared courtyard, their families feud a distant murmur. Thisbe, with her bright eyes, captivated young Pyramus, who charmed her with his gentle spirit. They built castles in the dust, their hands brushing, their bond innocent and pure. As they blossomed, the feud intensified. Their innocent games were replaced by hushed warnings. The courtyard became a barrier, their parents' cat disapproval a constant shadow. The wall, once unnoticed, became a symbol of the chasm growing between them. Despite the restrictions, their connection deepened. Stolen glances across the courtyard became treasured moments. Whispered words through the thin wall, shared in the darkness, fueled their forbidden love. The crack in the wall became their secret portal, a lifeline in a world that sought to separate them. Their love, nurtured in secret, grew too strong to be contained. The wall, once a comfort, now felt like a prison. They yearned for a life beyond the feud, a future where their love could bloom. They devised a desperate plan, a secret rendezvous outside the city walls, under the ancient mulberry tree. Thisbe, cloaked in the night, slipped away to the mulberry tree. Her heart pounded with anticipation and fear. The rustling leaves, the shadows of the forest amplified her anxiety. She clutched her veil, a gift from Pyramus, a tangible reminder of his love. A sudden roar shattered the silence. A lioness, drawn by the scent of a recent kill, emerged from the woods. Terrified, Thisbe fled, dropping her veil in her haste. The lioness, finding the delicate fabric, tore it to shreds, its jaws stained with blood. Pyramus arrived moments later, discovering the torn and bloodied veil. His heart shattered. He imagined Thisbe's fate, devoured by the beast. Despair overwhelmed him. Convinced of Thisbe's death, Pyramus drew his sword. He could not bear to live without her. He plunged the blade into his heart, his lifeblood staining the white mulberries a deep crimson. Thisbe, having escaped the lioness, returned to the mulberry tree, her heart filled with hope. Instead, she found Pyramus dying beneath the now crimson fruit. Realization dawned upon her, the tragic misunderstanding, the cruel twist of fate. Overwhelmed by grief, Thisbe saw Pyramus's sword. She seized it, the cold steel a mirror of her despair. She pressed the blade to her own heart, joining Pyramus in death. The gods, witnessing their unwavering love, were moved. In remembrance of their sacrifice, they forever changed the color of the mulberries, staining them crimson as a symbol of their blood, their love, and their tragic fate. Their story became a timeless testament to the enduring power of love, a love that defied even death itself.